Okay. All right. So today is modding day, but I kind of do, but also kind of don't really have anything to do because you can argue that there is stuff to do with DDD because there's like one minor bug and like some mod integration I can do, but I want to hold out a little bit before I throw out a 1.9 because I do. So it's not something I'm going to be doing right now. Now I could write some more wiki articles for DDD, and I did contemplate that. And Discord, I'm gonna stab you so hard. Discord's doing that thing where it thinks OBS is a game, and I hate the new Discord overlay. It's kind of annoying. Whatever, bro. It doesn't matter. So, I could do some more wiki writing, and that's something I will probably do at some point, maybe even today if I have time, or depending on how things go or whatever. But I am dusting off a very old code base, so if you have watched any of the Vengeance Craft streams, you'll know that there's a mod called Scaling Feast, which allows my maximum hunger to increase, which is a mod that I made specifically for Vengeance Craft. Like I wrote that mod for it. That's actually where I got started with modding. I got started with modding by making this mod pack that I never fully released, writing a mod for it myself, releasing it. Well, yeah, releasing the mod, and then there's a lot of history here, right? Because that's how I ended up getting in contact with a couple other groups, and then using that to you know start DDD, and then we've grown to who we are today. So it's all thanks to this mod that I made many years ago, Scaling Feast, and I can't. I will check. The last time it was updated was 2021. I haven't touched this mod in 4 years. I haven't touched it in 4 years, which is absolutely insane. It was created on March 26, 2020, and I haven't touched it in 4 years. So I think it's about time to change that. Um, and I mean, fundamentally, I haven't touched it in 4 years because it's not really broken, right? The last update was September 15th, 2021. It has been, well, it's been close to 4 years. It's technically not exactly 4 years. It's slightly below that because it's been like 3 years. 3.5-ish years or whatever. So it's a while. And it's not like the mod is not necessarily popular. I mean, in terms of downloads, it has the second most. Let's see if I can actually show this off for a sec. Where is... Yeah, okay. Sure. Sure thing, buddy boy. So, check this, right? This is it right here. Scaling Feast. It's got... It was last released, or sorry, it was last updated September 15th, 2021. Created March 26, 2020. and it's got 43.5K downloads, which is pretty cool. I mean, look at DDD up here. DDD is 9,000 downloads. Like it's insane. And what's equally insane is that if you look at the Discord server and you look at the proportion of people who like interact or talk about or like utilize DDD over the people who are just subscribed, I guess is the word I want to use to like scaling feast notifications or whatever. It's like it's so like there's a large disparity. And I guess that's probably because there's not too much configuration or anything that really needs to be done with scaling feast, or like it's mostly intuitive, or like it's mostly usable. Whereas DD is a lot more complicated, right? So like the discrepancy makes sense, but it's still a very interesting discrepancy. Yes, there's this mod over here with 187,000 downloads. I can read. That's it was like kind of a commission mod for Rebirth of the Night, but it's whatever. So I think it's about time to pay homage to this, to this here, to the Scaling Feast, and like polish it up a little bit, you know? So that's what we are setting out to do. Let me just cut that away now. I can go back here. So a part of it is getting it working. I was working on this a little bit in the morning because I wanted to see like, oh, can this actually like, can I get this to run? Because I find that if I don't touch a code base for a while and I'm working on another mod or whatever, and then I come back to it, Gradle can't build it because the dependencies are fucked. I don't know why. They just are. And so I need to fix all those problems. So I was like, I should probably check to see if it works. It doesn't. And so there's probably many, many reasons for that. One of the reasons probably being, I suspect, that one of the reasons is that it was using a lot of really old stuff that have probably been deprecated and are no longer really usable. For context, when around the time where there was a bit of hype around DDD being an RL craft, there was I was discussing with a couple developers that are working with RLCraft, all that other stuff, about mixins and stuff, and it was like, oh, getting it working. DDD was using uh like Gradle 4.9, which was old at that time and is now pretty ancient by comparison to today. Um, I don't even know if ancient's really the word, but it's pretty old. I didn't update Gradle because I'm not a Gradle aficionado, and I was like, it works, so I'm not going to touch it. Which is a great a great plan, right? So because fundamentally it worked. But then I eventually, because I wanted to get mixins working, I updated uh, Gradle to 7.5 so that I could use Forge Gradle 5. And now I'm suspecting that the old versions of Gradle and some of the plugins that I was using with it are just no longer functional for scaling Feast. And so I now need to update. And so I figured, well, I might as well bring it up to using the same Gradle version that DDD is using. And for context, this is the version that I'm now trying to get it to use, 7.5. It was using 2.14 before. So we're jumping 5 whole versions. and hoping that it doesn't cause problems. Spoiler alert, it has. Though I might have fixed everything. All I need to do, ironically enough, is add in my Minecraft dependency, because somehow I forgot to put that in. Everything else was fine. I just need this. Minecraft, this is going to be a net.minecraft forge. And yeah, this whole discussion of the history of Skellyface and stuff, it's gonna happen multiple times. I'm gonna say it multiple times, so don't worry about it. It's gonna come up a lot in conversation. Minecraft version, Forge version. Is that right? Net Minecraft Forge. Net.minecraft Forge Forge Minecraft version dash Forge version. Yeah, okay. This project is not imported as a Gradle project, which means I do not have a Gradle tasks thing. In some of the really early streams I did of DDD, it was the same kind of thing. And that's just because that's how, like, I had followed the guide in the Forge MDK, Modern Development Kit, whatever. And it didn't say to import it as a Gradle project, so I did not import it as the Gradle project, and I used Eclipse because I'm comfortable with Eclipse. Like, the same reasons I use Eclipse with DDD is the same reason why I use Eclipse with this. So, now, I have a command console window open, just like I did on previous DDD streams, or like old DDD streams. And so I'm going to be running this here, which means you guys can't see it, and I don't feel like streaming my command prompt window because that just sounds like a bad idea, so we're not going to do that. We're going to see if we can get a build success. We cannot. What did we miss? Cannot resolve all dependencies for configuration, :blank obfuscated. Oh! This needs to be HTTPS to be secure protocol. That's a thing. Yeah, it's actually working now. Holy shit. And now it failed. Alright. Cannot find method compile. Right, so this is not a thing. This is implementation. Maybe I just use implementation. Because in the mod itself, on the annotation, I state a dependency that's required for it anyway, so that should probably work. It needed to have compile time dependencies different from runtime dependencies, but maybe that's no longer a thing, and we can just do that as is. If so, that's pretty good, and then we just have to fix our missing libraries that I don't know why they're missing. Where is this? Line 74? Did I make a typo? Oh, I did. Would you look at that? I'm a fucking genius. It says in process sources. Input property. I did this. Okay. We'll get there eventually. That's the whole point. I thought I was gonna sneeze. No, we're good. Okay. All right. What's what's next? Could not get unknown property output. Outputs. Suck my ass, dude. Oh my fucking god. Are you okay? My console window's having a seizure. Holy shit. Okay, what the hell did you just spit at me? What? Are you okay? Could not find. Okay, could not find. It can't find the dependencies now. Why not? That's actually like a really good question. Let's update our dependencies. This is gonna be 674. Maybe the old ones aren't available anymore or something. I don't know. So I think the only thing that changes there is it becomes that. I'm missing the Zen script dependency, which is probably important. So let's just put that in there. It might not have needed it at the time. Mantle is a 3.55. 1.12, 1.3.3.55, yeah. And T construct is 2.13.0.183. I don't know if updating these is going to make a difference. Probably not going to, but we're going to just do it anyway. Yeah, expect this to be a massive debugging stream where I don't even know if I get anything done. So, the rest of this shouldn't. Cannot find curse.maven conarm maps table 39-1.12. Is there something else I have missed here? Maybe.com. Yeah, so these repositories are right. Minecraft has mappings, channel, that, net.minecraftforge.gradle, that plugin is applied. Why are you adding all of that to that? You probably shouldn't, right? Ironically, I got Spice of Life. Well, no, I have the rest of them here. Well, no, these are the old versions. Actually, so that's fair. Okay, hold on. Let's figure this out. We're going to go searching. Users here. Let's go into our .gradle folder and look at caches, right? For Forge Gradle. Right. Uh-huh. Yeah. What else you got? Let's just, because if I can get it to use the same dependency, 287683, then that would make my life easier. 3174535 underscore mapped stable 39-1.12. Okay, yeah, it's here. It's there. Huh. That's interesting. But it's not looking in the right spot. It's looking in bundled diop repo instead of diop dependencies. So now the question is, why are you doing that? There's something here that's not the same. What are the differences? Plus changing true, that's fine. Net Minecraft Forge Gradle, I don't have any mix-ins, or I don't need to shadow the jar, so I don't have those plugins. Mud version, that's fine. That's that. The mappings channel is my thing not correct? No, not this. This. Am I missing something here? Minecraft version, Forge version, stable 39-1.12. I mean, yeah, that's a thing. Oh boy. That's for mixins, that's for that, that's for that. That's for shadowing it, which I don't need. Right, yeah, okay, sure. I don't believe you. Is this right? What's the difference between these two lines? Probably nothing, but I just gotta confirm, because maybe there's something different here. No, they're identical. Okay. Like, I am using 7.5. Why are you searching in the wrong location? You know, like, that's what I want to know. Not to mention, it's, like, missing all of these libraries, which I'm not sure how to fix that, but... Is this... Does this need to change? I don't think so. I don't think so. Nor do I think the Gradle wrapper needs to change. This hasn't been modified since then. Actually, I don't know. You know what? I don't know if it's gonna fix it, but I can eliminate a problem for sure. I can eliminate a possibility. I need to go to here. I need to go to here. Actually, I need to go to here. Open this. No, dude, open this in a new window. We're gonna copy all the other Gradle stuff from DDD over. Well, we're not gonna get rid of the Gradle.properties or whatever, right? But like, Uh, huh. I need... No, none of these need to be changed because they weren't updated since a long time ago. Now I'm just confused. Hello. I am struggling greatly. Welcome, Nish. I'm currently wondering why my build script doesn't work. This is my favorite thing. Because the last time I used this, I was using 2.14, which is really old. So now I'm trying to get it on 7.5, and everything seems to be working. You know what you do? Please educate me. I just copy Fermium template mod Gradle script. Let me take a look at that then. Because everything's like technically working, sort of. It's just looking for its dependencies in the wrong location, which I have no idea why. So it's build Gradle, Gradle prop, and settings Gradle in the Gradle folder. Oh, wait, did I not change my Gradle settings? Wait, maybe that's it. Where are my Gradle settings? Wait a second. Settings.gradle. Oh wait, I don't think I have a settings.gradle. That's something from newer Gradle. Okay, I don't think I even have settings.gradle on DDD. DDD doesn't have settings.gradle either. I got no clue. Fair enough. What version of Gradle is this using? Let's see. Gradle.properties. Oh, sorry, not Gradle.properties. I need to go to Gradle wrapper properties. I was using 8.10. Okay. Which might explain that, but dependencies. Yeah, it's got everything right. It's just okay, that's a different plugin management. I want to know why it's not resolving my why you not resolve my thing? I don't know. That's really cool. That's really cool. If it downloads from wrong spot, you might just want to move the other Maven down or remove it. Oh. Yo, that actually is a difference between the two build scripts. Is that this one was first. I think I used this because I think this is for Mantle and T-Construct. I think this is the Maven that they come from. And then this is the Maven for Craft Tweaker and Content Tweaker, and then this is the Maven for Apple Core. So this could be a thing. I didn't know the order was relevant. Maybe the order is relevant. My console window is screaming at me. Probably not relevant. Yeah, unfortunately not. It's looking at C users, blah blah blah, .gradle caches, forge Gradle, bundled diop repo, which is not a folder that exists. But why are you looking there? Because DDD doesn't, and DDD build script is like so similar. The only difference between DDD's build script and this build script is the fact that DDD has plugins, or sorry, DDD has extra plugins for mixins and shadowing the jar. It has this. Wait, I don't need this. Not that that would make a difference, but you never know. I had to copy paste stuff from DDD's build script because for some reason it didn't like the formatting of it, and I have no idea why. Could it be that you don't like the formatting of this one either? Is this formatting no good? No, because it's getting the Minecraft dependency. It just can't get the rest of these. Can it get is it getting the Apple Core dependency? Could not find Apple Core. No, it can't find Apple Core. It can't find Spice of Life. It can't find Spice of Life Carrot. It can't find Conarm. It can't find Mantle. It can't find T-Construct. Can't find Craft Tweaker. It can't find any of these. It can't find a single fucking one. Lovely. Huh. Because it's not finding any of them. Is it something with my Forge Gradle version? DDD uses the same version of Forge Gradle, though. You know what? Just because morbid curiosity. What if we throw this here? For mixins. Maybe that makes a difference. Oh, and apply the plugin too. Bada boink. And then if... Like, I don't need an annotation processor or anything, so I'm not gonna need mixins for this, but maybe having that changes the way it looks for it? I don't know, that would make, like, no sense, but... At this point, what does make sense? Yeah, no, that didn't fix anything. That didn't fix shit. I'm getting like a massive fucking error log. What the heck is going on here? I'm getting like a massive stack trace. Probably because it can't find the thing. No, operations default build operate. Like, it's such a large thing, I can't even see all of it. Execution failed for task compile Java. Should be this. Did I mess up something there? It wouldn't surprise me if I did. From here, you know what? Just, here's what we're gonna do. Set this to be that. I don't know if that changed anything. It probably didn't. Compile Java is process sources.outputs, which is that and that. So that's fine. And then that's like that. And then we don't need the shadow jar. We don't need the re-up. We don't need to sign it. We don't need the jar. And that's for like putting in the jar and all that other stuff. I wonder if setting any of that matters. Build that depends on, it depends on shadow jar, but what if I just, no, because it is trying to compile it, so it's not going to matter. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Because I don't need fermium, right? So, I mean, I could take it and try and alter it, but then I'm just kind of still in no man's land. Tell you in Discord mixin lists. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so that I won't worry taking. This, okay. Let's take a look at this. And then I will copy paste relevant information. This, I'll change that. The Gradle wrapper. Do I need to update the Gradle wrapper? I don't know if that's a thing. Dependencies, this doesn't mix in. Okay. I didn't know there was a mix in list branch. I wonder if it's like just the Gradle wrapper needing to be updated, but that doesn't make sense. Like, I would think that too, right? But DDD's the last time the Gradle wrapper for DDD was updated was when the mod was created, which means it fundamentally didn't change when I updated Gradle versions. At least that's what it suggests, but at this point, I'm willing to try a couple things. So let's see. Let's drop this in. Oh no, not there. Let's drop this in here. Just overwrite this thing. No thinkies, just overwrites. Yep, that's what we're doing. We'll do it one at a time. Maybe maybe using a different Gradle wrapper fixes it. If that fixes it, it does not fix it. Okay, cool. while the console screams at me, we will take this. We'll take the. We'll actually no. I need to take the I need to update this to be 8.10.2. So that's going to be under the wrapper properties. Now, is there anything that I need to change here other than this to 8.10.2? Let's see. What do you say? You want a network timeout, validate distribution URL. Yeah, whatever. No thinkies, just overrighties. Yeah. Everything else is the same, though. Sure. Works for me. All right. Now, what's next? Settings.gradle. Do I need one? Well, we're gonna find out. Make a new file. We'll call it settings.gradle. Not here. Don't put it there. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Boom. There we go. Maybe I'll ask ChatGPT how to fix my problem. I will vibe code this mod. No, I won't do that because it won't know what it's talking about. It was a really funny story. I was really curious to see if ChatGPT could identify or know anything about like my online presence or any of the mods, right? And I asked it, right? Now, obviously, I'm using the free version of it, which is a lot weaker. And so I was like, yeah, just like, let's ask it. And it does understand Forge. I gave it a Zen script. I gave it some Zen script that had like a whole bunch of DDD stuff in it. And now obviously it just infers from the fact that it mentions like DDD and stuff in the Zen script that, oh, this was for DDD, right? Which is pretty that makes sense. But it like wasn't really able to describe its functionality. And then I was like, oh, write some Zen script that does this, and like it can't, which like, because I'm sitting here being like, look, the wiki has all the information you need on how to like write stuff, but there's just not enough information of like DDD Zen script out there that it can actually like formulate a response that makes sense. So it goes off all the other information that it can find, and it just tries to like it doesn't know what it's doing, right? Fundamentally, and that's fine. Just like I don't know what I'm doing, right? And that's cool. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This doesn't have a build script section. That's really interesting. We're gonna paste this down here, right? And I don't have JEI. I couldn't find any information on a modder named Yeelp. It's possible the name is misspelled or they go by a different handle in the modding community. I don't know who I am, dude. That's both so funny and so insulting at the same time. Now, okay, I'm not like super huge. I understand that, right? But there are things out there, right? And it just can't. And it's just so funny. I didn't specify Minecraft. Oh, okay. Now what if you specify Minecraft? Does this have... Okay, so... Well, AI should be able to infer. I guess? I mean, there's a lot of different modding communities, right? So mod description. Yeah, that's that. That's Forge Gradle version. Okay, I don't have a thing for Forge Gradle version. So I will add a line for Forge Gradle version. Forge Gradle version in this. And we'll just copy this Forge Gradle? Is it underscore? Forge, yeah, underscore Gradle underscore version. And this is going to be 6.0 point plus. So here. Gradle has comments, right? I can just like mass comment out like this whole thing here. Hey, let's go. Okay. Eclipse, idea, Forge Gradle, version, mod version. I have that. I have mod ID. I have mod name, right? Like I have all of that here. Mod ID, mod name, mod version. We're just gonna verify everything. I have that. Mappings channels, version is mappings version. Yeah, I have that, and it's set to the correct thing. Runs. I didn't have this before, but whatever. That's very reasonable. It's very fine. That should allow me to run from the debugger. Repositories, flat there's libs, Maven is there. Dependencies. All this shit, I had exactly this over here, so that's fine. Process resources, this was different. I used a different way of doing this, but that's, this honestly works well, so it doesn't matter. And then the jar thing was something I didn't do, but that's fine. So now, okay. And I have the settings. Let's make sure that I didn't forget anything here. I have that, I have that, I have that, I got the Gradle wrapper, I did that, okay. I didn't know that it had a mix-in list branch, which is good to know. All right, let's go. It's downloading 8.10. You have those variables in Gradle props? Yeah. Here they are. They're all here. All right. Welcome to Gradle 8.10.2. We've gone from 2.14 to 8.10.2 in the span of an hour. This is now using a newer version of Gradle than DDD is. Assuming that this works. Basically time travel. I agree. Yeah, it's basically time travel. Resolving dependencies. Okay. We're getting there. Now, if this starts to go down, which it kind of has a little bit, I think it was at like 50 something a while ago, so that's cool. Fuck you, boy. It did the same thing. It's looking in the same location, in the same non-existent location. Why? Now I'm just... You're missing some Maven repos now. Oh, you're right. That might have something to do with it. Let's get these. Yeah, I need this. Let's do that. That could have something to do with it. Okay, let's do that. I did forget about that. Good catch. I didn't, because this is basically doing the exact same thing that this is doing, so I don't need to worry about that. This with sources, I mean, it'll generate a sources jar. If it doesn't generate a sources jar, I'll add that in. And it's doing the same thing. God damn, dude. It's it's still looking in the same locations. So it's not Gradle. Yeah. It's something else. Let's since it's not Gradle, I can't say, oh, you know, I should replace this like this Gradle and this Gradle thing. Because fundamentally, it's not gonna make a difference. What is the full error code? You know what? Can I pipe this to log.txt? Missing required library, what? Yeah, okay. I will send it to you on Discord. Actually, I can show you here. Actually, no, I will not show you here. I will not show you on stream. But I will send it to you. The entire log is so big that I couldn't, error getting artifact, okay. Yeah. Apple core, mapped stable, null at palm. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if it is Apple core that's a problem and not, I wonder if it's just Apple core. My Apple core dependency just like doesn't work. Here's the entire log. It's so big I piped it to a text file. It's like massive. But it starts with Apple core. So now question is, what if we don't have this Apple core thing? Will it, no, don't pipe it to log.txt. No. Abort. Something about obfuscation. Maybe because it's not obfuscated. Okay. No, it doesn't matter. If I comment this out, it still gives me a problem. Is there another thing here other than fg dot, well, Spice of Life has no file ID. Only project ID. Do I actually need to specify those things? I thought this was just a identifier that it didn't actually need the ID here. But maybe it does. Numbers is what file to download from CurseForge. Oh, the number. Oh, this is the identifier. This is the file. Name is whatever. The numbers is what matters. Yeah. Okay. That's a holdover from really old 2.14, where that just worked. Okay. Let's look for Spice of Life while I make massive typos. Of the actual CF page, yeah. So the project ID. The project ID is actually different. Because this is the project ID, right? I think this is the file ID, actually. Like, I think that's supposed to go there. And this is supposed to be 220811. I'm going to double check that. Files. Yeah, this is probably the one that I'm using. 257. Yeah. So that's the ID. And then this is the project ID. Project ID, and then a file ID and the URL, yeah. So this is the file ID, yeah. So this is the file ID here. This is fine. It's always project file. Oh, so it's the other way around? Actually, I can check this with Conarm. Hold on. Because Conarm can verify. 28. Okay, yeah. Project ID is this way. This should be like this. Use Maven test to check. True. But I know that this is right because this I copied straight from DDD, and DDD is right. So it has project ID, file ID. This is the file ID. I need the project ID for Soul Carrot. Okay. I like how I could just type Soul Carrot, SOL Carrot, and it knows what I'm talking about. That is beautiful. 277616. Okay, so that resolves those. Then if I keep this commented out and then run it again, does everything else work? Because these are from DDD. These are DDD's things, so they should work. If this works, then I can uncomment the Apple Core line, and if that doesn't work, then there's something wrong with the Apple Core dependency. Okay, we got a different problem now. Well, actually, the problem we got was because it can't find any Apple Core related stuff, because the Apple Core dependency isn't here. Okay. We did it! Maybe! Let's find out. It just took an hour. I think it's still gonna explode. No, it didn't explode. And I guess you could also just use your own Gradle stuff. I'm not downgrading. I mean, it's all whatever, as long as a mod comes out in the end. I mean, I'm on 8.10. I'm not gonna downgrade. I'm just gonna stick with this. But fundamentally, we now have a different problem. a problem that makes less sense? Okay, here's what makes no sense. It says it can't find set unlocalized name. Are you well? Oh, this is for the exhausting ore block. And a lot of HUD overlay handler stuff. It can't find set unlocalized name. Oh wait. This doesn't make sense. Or does this make? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Mapping's changed. Set unlocalized name is called differently now. Okay. So what other stuff do we have? I'm surprised that it's not giving me the errors here though. But there is something in HUD overlay handler. Set translation or something. Okay. What is show default? No, you don't need default case, you're fine. Where's the MC profiler? It can't find symbol. MC profiler. What do you mean you can't find MC profiler? Is this not it? It would help if it could actually, because the profiler is here. But it can't find it. Yeah, because that's that. And then the exhausting item block base, which is under items. Apparently, oh, well, yeah, this wouldn't if this is not the right thing. I'm compiling against a different set of things that I have in than I have in here. Where's my Minecraft dependency in here? Oh, it's the forge source. A better idea, what if I just put this back to 4.7 and just say go. Hello. Cannot resolve thing. Net Minecraft Forge 1.12 14.235.2847 user dev 3. Really? How are you doing, Shadows player? Welcome to the stream. Let's drop our Forge Gradle version to 5.1 plus. Found Gradle version. Use Forge Gradle 6. Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna go back to this one now. We are gonna go back here. I'm just gonna remember to copy this over. We're gonna switch back to that one. We're gonna go to the Gradle wrapper properties. And we're gonna take this back down 7.5. I said I wasn't gonna do it, but we're gonna do it. Cause I don't know why it's not giving me the newer forge source. Like it's just not putting that in. Not resolve depend. It still can't resolve dependency. What? It's not user dev 3 though. Okay, I don't need this though. And I don't need this. But that's not gonna make a difference either. Oh, this is great. Oh wait, could that be because of? I don't know. Can't you get most of that stuff from Curse Maven? The Forge source? You know, let's go to Mantle Tinkers, etc. I probably could, but would that even? I don't even know if that would fix my problem. Okay, let's actually use 8.10. Let's not chicken out. It's just Tinkers has like Mantle Tinkers. They have their own repo for it. So I was like, okay, I'll use their own repo for it. Because it fundamentally came with sources, which is nice. But the problem is now that it's not updating my sources. It's not updating my libraries. Why are you not updating my libraries? Okay, it's using 8.2, 10.2. Oh wait, yeah, I gotta change those back. Could not resolve dependency. Oh wait, yeah, I have to change this now to whatever it was, which I think was 60. Okay, there we go. We're now back where we were. Problem now, why are you not updating my dependencies? Here. I don't know if Gradle has an Eclipse task, but if it does, maybe that's what I need to run. Like, fix my referenced libraries. Did it fix my libraries? Did you fix my libraries? Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it? You did it! Oh my gosh, you did it! We are in! Now I can fix it! Gasp. Oh my gosh. Now it's like set translation name or something, right? Now we just gotta figure this out. This extends this, which extends this. Which does have a undefined for type block molten. But block molten extends this, which extends this. Where was that? It was right here, right? Yeah. Oh, right. I'm not overwriting anything. Right. Molten, I need to not do set unlocalized name because this clearly doesn't have set unlocalized name. This is now, yeah, this is a Minecraft Forge thing. Okay. It's probably under here. Actually, no, it's probably all the way in block. Where are you at? Drop, spawn, all this other stuff. Set translation key. This is probably what we want. Wait, would that be correct? Let me see. No. Here. Yeah. That's fine. It's whatever. Fluid.tconstruct.exhaustion. Fluid.name. No. That's not it. Because this should be molten underscore exhaustion fluid. But it's not molten. Oh, it can't even find it at all. I guess set translation name is correct here. Or set translation key. Okay, set translation key. Because the unlocalized name would be what it, yeah, the unlocalized name is what it would do. This is for something else compared to this, so I think this is used for like a bucket or something. And that's like auto-translated, so I don't need to worry about that or something. I think that's what's going on there. Get unlocalized metadata name from state. And what do you end up being? Right, so it's gonna be, this is exhausting stone and exhausting netherrack. So this is gonna be get translation key, because it's gonna get the translation key for the stack. Yeah, it's get translation key. Okay. For the block, it's gonna be based off the stack. So get translation key. And this is get translation key as well, I presume. Right. Okay. What else we got? let's do this. Get translation key, or sorry, set translation key. I think for block meta, you do iBlockState.whatever instead of block.whatever. For this? Does this have an iBlockState that I can do instead? This dot iBlock. I don't think so. It doesn't seem to. It only has a block. It doesn't have a block state. Inside item. Oh yeah, and this is not. This is an item. Yeah. This is for an item that has metadata. We'll see if this works. If it doesn't work, I will figure out why. Let's get the things that I know I can fix. You know, I'm tired of typing this and messing it up multiple times. Wait. Let's actually copy it when it's correct, not when it's incorrect. There we go. Boom. You see this shit? Get the fuck out of here. Fix that shit. You see this shit? Get the fuck out of here too. Fix that shit. We have some other stuff, so we're gonna do that. Boom. No, don't copy it. God damn it! I just auto replaced a whole bunch. You're a fucking genius. You're a fucking genius. Oh wait, no, this is in only this file. It's such crazy magic. It should. It should. It should. You know what? I can use the neurons in my brain, and I can actually Google this. Eclipse, find, replace across whole project. Search file menu. Boom. There we go. Also, actually using Control H, navigate the file path. Enter the search for, hit replace button containing text. Okay, so this would be set unlocalized name. There is one place where you actually do need set unlocalized name. Search. How many searches do we have? We'll add bracket. No, see, that's the exact thing. It has a bracket there too. Where is it? Where is it? This. This actually needs this. Because this is from a Tinker's thing. Wait, is it? Wait, what the hell? No, it's not. What the heck? Why does this have this? Nice. Nice one, guys. All right. It's fine. It's fine. Can I actually wait. I am a genius. I'm a genius. You don't understand. I think it's Control H. Okay, so what I want to look for, I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, it's what I have selected currently. What I could look for is I can use regex. Can I use regex? What the hell? Don't worry about that. I want to use regex to back reference and then just not search for it if it has a U, a capital U, because that's like the only thing it would be, right? So basically, what I want to search for is I wanna search for set unlocalized name back reference. I think I need to escape that because otherwise it's gonna recognize that. And then I need this where it's not U, capital U specifically, right? And then I capture that, and then I replace it with set translation key. I put this here, and then I back reference that. Can also remove the square brackets. But I need to reference the character class, right? That like is not a U. I think. IntelliJ can use regex, but not regex match replace. Dude, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Let's see. Set unlocalized name. Escape for literals. I can escape for literals. So the \1 doesn't work in IntelliJ. I have to use Notepad++ for that. Oh my gosh, that sounds like a nightmare. Set unlocalized name. Capture group. The character class that's not you. Okay, regular expression. Yeah, tick regular expression. Yes. Replace problems encountered during text search. You're nonsense. Wait. What if set translation key? Maybe I'm a genius. Because I have the replace. I have it here. I can tick regular expression. Preview. Oh my gosh, I'm a fucking genius. Am I a genius? Oh my gosh, I'm a genius. We don't see the third final window, but look at that. Look at that. I'm a fucking genius. And it actually did it. Like I guess like the. Okay, that's. We will deal with that. But like everything else is now a set translation key. Awesome. I did it. And it didn't break anything. Okay, now what is this? This block render layout cutout mapped. Okay, so this is just a different name, I bet. So Control F block render layer. Queries if the block should render in a given layer. Wait, there's get render layer. What is get render layer? Oh, there. It's get render layer. Okay. So it's not get block layer. It's get render layer. Re-ender layer. Hey. Look at that. Okay, so now why can't we find the MC profiler? Also, look away. This code is horrendous. I'm not even joking. That code is atrocious. Okay, so where's my profiler? Is it just called something else? Profiler? Oh, it's just profiler instead of MC profiler. Get the heck out of here. All right, well, that's easy at least. Just find MC profiler and then replace it with profiler. Replace all. Hey! What is this? Compiler compliance? What? Fix this shit. Open compiler compliance page. Build path. Okay, wait. What does it specify? There's no JREs installed in the workplace that's strictly compatible with this environment. You're fucking lying. Okay, then use this. See if I care. Okay, maybe I do care. Wait a second. No, this is dumb. You're lying. I should have where's my it can't find my open JDK. Is this a standard VM? Yeah, okay, it's a standard VM. Add a standard VM. The JRE home, the JRE name is whatever. Find it. Find it. Find it. Open JDK. Where you at? Where'd I find you? Find it on program. Where would I find you? Program files. Oh, okay, yeah, program files. Duh, hello. Program files. I think it's adoptium. Oh no, that's JDK 17. No. That's at JRE 1.8. Oh, adopt open JDK. There we go. Oh my gosh. Found the folder. Okay, now we go to this. Never mind. It fixed itself. Yay! Okay, the switch over enum type, this and this should have a default case. Line 58 and then line 5 billion. No. Incomplete switch. Case default. Okay, okay. Listen, listen. There. It sounds it sounds really dumb, but it's just for the way it overlays itself. The regular way or reverse regular way. But it is funny that it's like you should have a default case as default case. Wait, can I actually put this on you? No, that's right. I had to put you on the method. That's what I thought. Draw stats overlay, yeah. Whoa, what are you doing, buddy? Incomplete switch on that. Okay. So, we finally have functional code, allegedly. Can I debug this in here? Probably not. Oh, wait. I think I need to... You first had gen the runs, yeah. Let's build? Now that I fixed... Well, the problem could be that I need to actually build it as well. So let's do that. We're not going to worry about how atrocious this code is, okay? We actually compiled successfully good. This code is bad. And in order to outline exactly how bad it is, render code is always atrocious. No, this is... Now, that's a fair point. This is unnecessarily bad. So, what are my tasks? I think my tasks will tell me what the gen runs are. Gen Eclipse runs. Yeah, that's what I want. Gen Eclipse runs. And one thing I've always wanted to do is fix this code so that it's not as bad as it is. Okay, I now have the Eclipse runs genned, one might say. Let's look at my debug configurations to make sure that it's actually correct. Oh, fuck, which one is it? Project scaling fees does not exist. That's funny. I think I want this, right? Yeah, I probably want this. Okay, well, look, you're fucking cringe. I don't know why it does that, but whatever. I think I want run client, right? Right? Right. Reference to undefined variable MC version. Shit. Okay, so that's that. Where's my... What do you mean I don't have undefined variable MC version? Where is this? Should I... Hmm. Where would I find the MC thing? Where would I supply that? Probably in the program arguments. I guess, right? MC version. There's no way that's right. Oh, MC version. Whoops, okay. MC underscore version. Uh-huh. You wanna, okay. Okie dokie. Why it not work now? Yeah, this is, I think, what was just created. A value MC version. Oh, I see. I have to change this thing. Where? No. I do not care. MC version is probably just 1.12.2, no? I don't know, we'll see. It's working, allegedly. 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 We're getting somewhere. Ah, damn it. I just say we were getting somewhere. Caught exception from Craft Tweaker 2. Failed to access. Oh, fuck yourself. Because I have Craft Tweaker, and because Craft Tweaker uses access transformers, I can't do this. I can't debug in there. I mean, okay, I can, kind of, maybe. I can kind of do it, but I don't know, like, it's annoying. Because I'd have to add that access transformer myself so that it could run, and then when I, like, compile the mod, it needs to not use the access transformer. Which Spartan Weaponry did successfully. I saw in their build Gradle that they did something like that. But dude, I can't be bothered. I will just use I will just compile it and then run it just like I do with DDD. Now it would be great if Craft Trigger could update to use mix-ins, but I don't think it ever will. The author's way too busy to change it, so I'm not gonna get salty over it. There's no point, right? Anyway, so what I wanted to talk about that was so horrendous in this is when it tries to draw the stats overlay. We have all this other stuff, right? It gets all the food stats, all that, and then it draws it draws the hunger stuff very simply, and then it draws a number of food bars on top of each other. For the number of hunger bars we need to draw. And so it's so inefficient. If I have a max hunger of 120, it's gonna do this like 6 times. I don't need to have it do it 6 times. Right? Like, sure, I have it do this, but that's fine. And then it shouldn't just draw this. I could make it better. I could just have it draw like the topmost bar. Right? I have it draw the normal vanilla hunger bar, and then I have it draw the next topmost bar on top. However, the color index increments like that. And then for the remaining shanks, it draws it like this. Like, this part's fine. And then it draws this as well, right? It does the same thing. But it doesn't need to be like that. It can be so much better. this loop here and this loop here do not need to loop as much as they do. And then drawing the max, that's fine. And then that's that. And then it draws the info thing here. Draw step bar, draw icon, draw max, get jitter amount, get color, get max color. Colorize. Okay, so like this is all that's fine. This is all just this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. I probably don't need a loop to set this, but because x is 0, and then it's left minus I times 8 minus 9, I plus plus for that. I less than max over 2. So if I just set it to max over 2, truncate it, and put it there, that should work. Set it to max over 2, and truncate it. Like, cast that down to an int, and then have that be there, and then, you know, and don't need to fucking worry about that. It's very inefficient code. What the fuck is that code? I told you it was bad. I told you it's bad. Right? So that's why we're gonna fix it. Well, if max over 2 is an int 2, then you get a different result. Well, max over 2 might not be an int. Like, max is an int, but if max is odd, this is gonna be a float, right? It's gonna wrap it to a float, which is fine, which means I basically the end condition for I is that I is going to be the truncation of this, or the floor, right? If you get the floor of this, but if it's even, it'll still be the floor of it. Because it's less than. I can't just truncate. Yeah, but if it's even, you can't just truncate. Well, sure I can. Suppose max is like 24. It's not the floor if max over 2 is an int. Is it not? Is it not? Right? It's max over 2 minus 1 if max is even. Oh shit, you're right, because it's less than, not less than equal to. Fuck. So then set it to the, oh shit, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. So if I is, if I is 8, or sorry, if max is 8, then max over 2 is 4, I will go to 3. If max is 9, max over 2 is 4.5, I will be 4. There is a way to do this. Okay, hear me out. X will be left minus, this is probably not the most efficient way to do this, but I can refine this. You can just solve the inequation. Yeah, so what I can set it to be is max over 2.0 f, right? It's 2i less than max, then 2i equals max, then I equals max over 1 divided by 2 truncated. That's probably where I was going to end up. I was going to use a bunch of ceilings and floors and stuff, which I knew was not going to be great, but I figured if I saw it, I could do that. But max minus 1 over 2, yeah, that's correct. And then I need to truncate this, so there you go. So let's see. If max is 8, 8 minus 1 is 7 over 2 is 3.5. Truncate, you get 3. If max is 9, max minus 1 is 8 over 2 is 4, which, yeah, you get the same thing. So I told you this code wasn't great. Right, so that's this. For now, just so that I can verify that it works, we're going to just comment that out for a sec. And then the more egregious part is what I mentioned earlier, which is it's drawing multiple hunger bars, but it's drawing them over top of each other. So if I have like 60 hunger, it will draw the regular hunger bar, which it kind of needs to, and that part's fine, but then it will draw it as if I have 40 hunger, and then it will draw on top of that for my 60 hunger, which obviously I don't need to do. Right? But it was a very brute force way to make sure that it worked, so. Now, at the end of the day, is this gonna really cause that much problems? No, not really. You'd have to have max hunger of like 120 for this to run in like 5 times unnecessarily. Or maybe it's 4 times, whatever. So, you know, not super worried about the amount of inefficiency here, but want to clean it up anyway because that would be nice to have. No, don't update now. Go away. I need to. Does this have everything that I need? I think so. Some things are modified. It's fine. You don't need to worry about it. It's all good. And this has the ship scaling fees right there. Yeah, okay. And then I need to find the other scaling feast. The other one. That's gonna be under here, and then it's gonna be here, and then build libs. This, which was built just now. Okay, good. Very good. I think I should already have a 1.82 version. Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so, this thing. The color index. Where's my colors? When is this set? Okay, it adds that and then it does this. Right. That's for drawing the... Oh, and then it does that too. Holy shit, dude. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Oh, that's if we're replacing that, then we do that. Otherwise, we don't. Oh, right. Color index. Right. Do I just kind of say fuck it? Probably not. Probably should, you should probably fix it. But you know what else I want to do? I would like to have, not on the pre-render, when it's drawing the info, get advanced info string. Get player saturation cap, get hand with food. So if it's an instance of item food. What is... Spice of life? Your, food container. It implements iEdible. I see. Now, being an instance of item food is good, but being an instance of iEdible is slightly better. So we're gonna actually have, not there. Because that's an iterator. Alright, that's for that. Okay, so right here, probably. Right here, we're gonna have a, I guess, list, probably. List of item food dot class, and then iEditable dot class. I guess list of isn't an option. No, it's not. I just do new array list. Oh wait, can I just do lists dot new array? Yeah. And then you're saying you're not used, so that's fine. And then we do, oh wait, this is, dot stream dot filter. Because I have to do the item. Actually, map each thing. Map it, map it, map it, map it, map it. Stream on the hands. I don't like this. I don't like this. Otherwise, if the offhand's an instance of item food, then it's going to return the offhand. Okay. I guess we're going to do arrays.stream enum hand.values, and this is going to do main hand first. Dot map it, map each hand to editable classes dot stream dot filter, the predicate being player dot get held item in the hand. All right, this is the item. Then for each one, we want to check, is this an item stack? Get item. Then we will filter each class dot is instance item. So if it's an instance of item food, I guess I actually want an any match. Now, I guess filter, right? So if it matches, then we will do that. Return this dot get. No, what are you doing? Find first dot or else null. That's now a little bit better. And now if something like a lunchbox or a lunch bag is used, it'll implement edible, and then the scaling fees can detect that and still return that hand. Now, I could have it return an optional, and then this is just if present, right? So maybe that's a little bit better. Instead of throwing null around. Right, so we have this, and then instead I do get hand with food player dot if present hand then goes to all of this. Is this used anywhere else? Oh, it is. Can I make them atomic? I know you can be an atomic int. Dot set this to this. Set that to that. We'll do dot gets on these just to be safe. Now, these strings, What if these are just string builders? String builders are basically atomic strings, if you think about it. This is so dumb. What am I doing? Append. We append this, right, to the string builder. Very good. Set addition. This is going to be a dot append as well. All because I wanted to use an optional. What is wrong with me? I didn't need to do that. But this is what we're doing. Append. No, what are you doing? Don't build strings, silly. You can buy whole yarns in the supermarket. Yeah, you're right. I just gotta go to the craft store. If mat sat addition equals that, then it appends, right? So then I can do dot. Can I like dot? Removes the characters in a substring of the sequence. No. Just get rid of everything. Hmm. This is really dumb. There's got to be a better way to do this. Like, I don't need to do a string builder. The problem is that it's supposed to be final or effectively final. And that's going to cause a problem. The variable hcolor can, new atomic int. Now, what if this was null at any point? I guess it would have just passed null in there. What if I made them optional strings? Then that's basically just a container for a string. Wouldn't want to do that though. Oh, is it just atomic reference? atomic reference string. Yeah, that's so much better. Now, does this set its starting value to be 0 with initial value 0? Right. These need to be optional integers. Because it could be 0. We don't want that. Because this is the change. Oh, wait, no, that's the H color. That's the color. That's the color. What if I instead make it like -1 or something? Uh-huh. This seems dumb. Oh, wait, no, I need to. No, or else. No. And do this. Don't make it. Just leave it. This works. This works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right? Now, how can I get what block you're looking at? I need a ray trace. I need a ray cast. And this is client side right now. Because this is all running on the client. So this is client currently. So player dot get. Let's see, what do I want? I can get the look vector. What can I do with this look? What is your... How do you even tell if like an Enderman, if the like how does the Enderman even tell if you're looking at them? Because that's basically what I want to do. Here we go. Here we go. We get the look, we normalize it. It gets the position of it. Its bounding box, its eye height, all that other stuff. Okay, so that's how it does that. Which is not really what I want. Not super useful. Now where... Render armor, render portal, render hotbar. So overlay message. Render experience. Jump bar, tool highlight, HUD text. Wait, no, get this. Where's the declaration for this thing? Oh, it's right here. GI overlay debug. Get debug info right. This.mc object mouse over. Get block pause. What is this? This is awesome. Object mouse over. Okay, I got it. I might not need this, but we're gonna do Minecraft.get Minecraft dot object mouse over dot type of hit. Yes. Do that, and then if looked at dot type of hit dot equals, what is this? Ray trace result dot type. Okay. Ray trace result dot type dot block. That's what we want. Dot get block pause. So player dot get entity world dot get block state. I don't know if I need a block state. What do you do with this? Get block pause. If it's not null, and see that world that is block loaded. Okay. I might need to get the chunk and then get the block from the chunk. Get chunk from. Well, I should probably also add the additional requirement that looked at dot get block pause is not null. And then I can assign this in here, bada boink, right like this. And then we can get the pause here. dot right. The block state can get the block, right? Okay, I knew that. I don't need to get the chunk then, doesn't matter. I need to get the block state dot get block. And then if the block is an instance of edible block, I can return the block. Otherwise, I can return null. That should get the block that I'm looking at. Now, this accessor. Right. I probably don't need that. Actually, this probably needs to be an edible block. The idea now being that I can probably get the food stats off of this. You're joking. Oh, I can get food values. Uh-huh. Wait a second. I have a block that does this. 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 It does implement edible block. I guess I can check. Because this is going to be that I might need more information, so I might want to stay in this method, actually. It's an instance of editable block. I can item block I make a dummy item stack. Actually, what if I just returned the editable block dot get food values, passing in this item stack, which is just a dummy version of itself. And then that just gets the food values. And then we're going to do food values, block values equals get food values for block being looked at. I don't even know if I need the player. Oh wait, I do need the player. Yeah, okay. And then if block values are not null, then we act on that, and then otherwise we then do this. Right, so you guys go up here. We try to get the block first, and then if that doesn't work, we do this. Now, what I want to do is do this, get the delta hunger, and all this other stuff. Leave this in here, because those are special cases, right? And then just like put this. Delta hunger isn't used anywhere else, so I can localize that. The saturation cap isn't used anywhere else. The delta sat isn't used anywhere else. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I can localize this, which is just dealing with that. And since these are passed by the reference, I can actually I do this, then I can take this part here. I'll throw this in here. Okay, this should be food vowels then, just so I don't have to change it. Max, sorry, this should be int max, int hunger. All right, so this is gonna be additions. Oh wait, I need integers. Oh shit, I need a lot of stuff here. Because I don't want this to, I don't want to copy those. I, wait a second. I might be dumb. I just have to set this. If it's not null, we're gonna have another food values. This is gonna be, I'll set that to null. Then set food, this is a dumb way of doing it. Leave this like this, leave this like this. Food vowels is that. Then if food vowels is null, then we do this, right? And then we will set food vowels here. So if food vowels is null, that means we're not looking at a block that you can eat, so then try and get the stuff in the hand. And then, actually, no, don't do that. If food vowels is not null, If I don't need to check this. If the item is an instance of, whoops, no, don't do that. Hardy Shank item and Hardy Shank item dot can consume for max hunger player is Hardy Shank. We set that to true. Just, that saved me the purpose of writing all this stuff. Exhausting apple item. Exhausting apple. I guess it's just exhausting apple. Yeah, okay, fair enough. What is this? Okay, good. Good, good, good. So now, put, and now that we have that, we replace this with is Hardy Shank. We replace this with is exhausting apple. Bada boom. Right? Awesome. Good stuff. What are you complaining about? Simple name expected instead. I don't know what you're even going on about. Because that's for that. That is for... Oh. Well, that explains a lot. There we go. So now what it's going to do is it's going to get the food values based on this. It's going to start by trying to get the food values for the block, and then it's going to then, like, okay, if there's no food values for the block being looked at, if it's null, then we do this. And then if it's not null, this seems dumb because if we are looking at a food block, this will not be null, so we'll go here and then immediately check to see that it's not null, but we have this control structure here because if it is null, it could still be null after we do this, and we only want to do it if it's not null. So I don't know if there's necessarily a better way to do it, but it does work, so. Shoo. We're gonna check to see if that works. Because I'd like to have that to work. Because then I can look at an edible block and the game will tell me how much hunger I'm going to get from eating it, or that I can in fact eat it, basically. which would be nice. I need to check something. Right. There's something wrong with my build Gradle still. God damn it. But this one's more subtle. I also do need Java generate sources jar. Oh wait, it's yeah. This should be mod ID. This is with sources jar. There we go. Hopefully. Hopefully that gets me a sources jar, which I do wish to generate, and that it generates the name correctly. Looks like it does do it correctly. Awesome. Okay. Very good. Very cool. Don't want that. Want this. Awesome. All right. So now, boom. We're going to check to see if it works. It should, hopefully, work. I'd like that. Because Scaling Feast has 20 issues open. Okay, let's create a Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so, see, it is showing everything correctly. I can do slash, slash hunger? Yeah, okay. So now, get me a cake block. So now I can't eat this, so it doesn't do that, which is good. But I look at it, oh dude, look at that. I look at it and you can see, it tells me how much food it gives me. So I should go to 4.4 and I should go to 14. Yeah, dude, it works. Right, but there is a little bit of a problem where it shows. It shows a couple things, which it probably shouldn't. Um, so what does this do here? It checks to see if the player can eat the food. Now, does the edible block have a condition for always edible? Set edible at max hunger. There's no way to get. You can just set it. Set edible at max hunger. But you can't get edible at max hunger. Simple instance of item food check. Oh, wait, what is this? Any item stack that gives a return of true in this method will also return valid food values from get food values / get food values for player methods. That's fair. What does the implementation do there? That's one thing I want to know. Right. Uh-huh. Oh, it probably... Okay. Okay. Close this. I want to know where the, how it does that. How can I, I don't think I have any implementations. Yeah, it's just that. I need to go to Apple Core on GitHub. Because that will have it. No, not Apple Skin. Apple Core, come on. Apple Core API.registry. Get edible block from item. Wait, what? Fascinating. How does that do it? It maps it. Okay, so I can do that for starters. It's better. This Apple Core API dot registry dot get item from edible block, passing in the block. Oh, wait. I guess this is what I replace. Apple Core API registry get item from edible block. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We coding today. We are coding today. We're trying to code today. We're having very interesting set of results. Yes, 95 followers. We're very close, very exciting. Does this always have... No, okay. Use writing pull core compatibility to edible item implementations that do not extend item food for whatever reason. Bup, 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 bup. Okay. That's a thing. How do you know for the day where it's 95,000 followers? That would be a wonderful day. I look forward to such a day too. You know what? I look forward to the day for like 1,000. All right, let's start. Let's not like shoot for the moon, sure, but you know there's other milestones and benchmarks along the way that we can look forward to as well. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the good wishes. What if I... Oh, fuck. I'd have to simulate eating the block? I do have the ray trace, so like I can do this. I have the block pause. I have the block state. I have the player. The hand. I'm not sure if that's super relevant, but I can throw null there. And the side. I guess I can maybe get that. But I don't want them to eat just by looking at the block. That would be kind of problematic. I see, therefore I eat. Welcome. uh, I know, right? Like, what I'm looking at here is, if I look at a cake block, I want to know how much food it gives me, which I can do. But I only want to do it if I can actually eat the cake. And that's the problem. And I'm not sure how to do that because there's a couple problems. This has I'm looking for this interface. This interface can set whether something's edible at max hunger, but I can't actually check if it's edible at max hunger. This is the problem I face. I have no way of knowing if it's edible at max hunger. Because if I look at this cake, it'll tell me that my saturation goes up by 0.4, but I can't actually physically eat it. It won't say my hunger goes up because it can't go up. You're trying to determine the percent that would fill a player's food meter. If max hunger, then eat. No. If not max hunger, right? Because if I do slash hunger set to like 12, right? It can now see that it actually says 12 plus 2, right? For the amount of hunger that eating the cake would give me. And 5.6 plus 0.4, which is correct. Don't ask me why it has dropped. Actually, I know why it's dropped down to 12. That's something else entirely that I now need to fix. I need different food items. Let's get like apple. And then fish, and then you, and then I don't know, you as well. I gotta fix this. Okay, sure. If my hunger is max, and the block is not edible, or sorry, and block is not edible at max hunger, it shouldn't show it. Problem is that I can't tell if it's edible at max hunger or not. And I am trying to figure that out. I could simulate trying to eat it. But that sounds like a bad idea because I need to have like a simulated player. And that doesn't sound like a good idea. So, I'm not too sure. So some foods are edible at max, others aren't. Isn't there a space where this is tracked? It's dependent on the implementation, right? I have a thing. I have an edible block implementation that has its own field for tracking it right here. But that depends. It's tracked on the individual implementation, right? So if there was another edible block, I wouldn't be able to look for this field here. There's no get edible at max hunger field or method that returns that, which is annoying. And so I might have to compromise and just say that if where do I even check this? This gets the food values for it. But that's just the amount of food it restores, which has nothing to do with whether they can actually eat it. This is for an item, not for a block. That's the problem. This part doesn't matter. This part doesn't matter. Delta hunger greater than 0, then it does this. Oh, because I do this right here. Food vals dot hunger max minus hunger. Yeah, simulation on a per block character interaction basis seems like a band-aid way to fix it. Would need a refresh every X ticks, which sucks. Yep. I'd be running it every single tick, which I'm not that interested in doing. Can I alter these food values? No, these are final. Darn. Actually, I know what I can do. If it's an instance of edible block, then if everyone to work, thank you for tuning in. That's an instance of the Hearty Feast block. Then I can check if it's always edible. Can you delay refreshes per ticks on this MC base? I'm not super familiar with MC coding. I guess technically yes, but at this section in code, I don't have access to like the game ticks or like, you know, how many ticks have occurred recently or whatever. Because this is all just client stuff. This is all on the client, which is obviously going to be different from the server. So I just don't know if it works that well. I'm thinking of just checking for my block that can have a configurable is always edible thing. And then for everything else, if my hunger is max, I just don't show the information, even if it is edible at max hunger, because I just have no way of checking it. Now, I could make a pull request in the API that I'm using, Apple Core, to add that. And the default implementation would, I'd probably add it as like a default implementation. And default implementation would return false because most often it's likely false. I could do that. And it would not be the first time I made a pull request for this API anyway, so client-side ticks are tied to some frame rate. They're sort of tied to some time in Minecraft, right? There's 20 ticks in a second. Now, if the game's lagging, obviously that's not going to be the same, but you know, assuming that there's no lag, it's 20 ticks a second. But I guess it's not also hard bound, so if the game's lagging and the ticks take longer, then the ticks just take longer. The last time Apple Core had any activity was 5 years ago. Not that it's necessarily abandoned, but like it just hasn't been touched. And so yeah. More suggesting as per tick checks have a history of breaking physics engines at higher frame rates when they're tied to FPS. Ah, yeah, that could be a problem. I just don't see, like 5 years ago when I was opening pull requests in this to get additional features, it was perfectly fine, but now it's too far along. Now it's like too much later. Too much later. That's what I'm gonna say. Like too much. It's so much later on that while the developer is active, I don't know if they would push an update for it. So I might just do this. If it's the block that I know is configurable to potentially be editable or not editable, then I will add a check for it. And party feast block, cast this block here. Oh wait, I'm backseat coding anyway. No, you're good, you're good. I can add... Wow, that's cool. Is edible at max hunger. I can just throw in that. Dot is edible at max hunger. If it's that, or player dot, I need to get their food stats. Get food stats, and I need to get their max hunger. If their hunger is less than their max, I can just pass that in. Might as well just pass it in. That way I don't have to do it again. There, so now if I use mine, then it'll check it, and it'll check if it's edible at max hunger. Otherwise, it'll only show this information if the hunger is less than max. So it's probably the best compromise I can do. Which will work. So I'll probably just go like that. I don't know if I could do any better, to be honest. And that's okay. So I got that going. Now let's can't go in the debugger because Minecraft's dumb. Actually, it's not Minecraft's fault, but that's all right. I built it. We got it to work. We'll check it. So let's see here. So now it will show this, right? But let's say I get to, actually, I can do this with commands. Hunger 22. Now it doesn't actually show the thing. But on the feast block, I don't know if I set this to be always edible. No, I didn't. Items, feast. Hello? Where is this? Huh? Where did I set it to be? Where's the config option for this? I'm so baffled. Hold on. I gotta find this. Where's MC? Do this. Hearty Feast block has this set to this. Do I have a call hierarchy for this? It's not called anywhere. My block isn't even edible at max hunger. This can be eaten at max hunger, right? So always edible, yeah. You know what? Just do this. Because I thought my block could be configurable to be edible at max hunger. It is not. So we're just gonna do that and just leave it at that. We will just leave it at that. Works for me. Okie doke. So that's good. That's cool. Very, very cool. That was an issue that was, I don't know how old, very old. Now, this is for that. Now, how do I don't need this or this. You. Where's the info drawn? And that's not there. Am I an idiot? Could be. I didn't translate. I don't know why I didn't. Probably because I rewrote some of it and then I forgot to include the translate. Okay. That makes sense. We're going to check that. That should be a very simple fix. Let's see. Simple. Yeah, why is that? Why is that? You freaking genius. Okay, this. Put it there. Awesome. You think I could tie that all into a method so that that wouldn't happen again? It's not worth it. Um, Okie doke. Well, that fixes that problem, which is great. Let's have a little to-do thing so that I see what's going on here, so I can keep track of this all. So this was issue number what? Number 115. And then this is done. And then also number 120, which is simple info is weird. Nice. I'll have to update my git ignore for this, right? Where are you? Could have sworn that my git ignore is visible here. I guess it's not. All right, fair enough. Don't need that. Oh, it's restore, not remove. Ah, that's how you spell it, sure. What? Path spec to do that text did not match any files known to Git. Oh, git restore dash dash stage. Dash dash stage. File to unstage. I did that. Oh, wait. Why is it log.txt? Where is log.txt? Hello? When did you show up? Oh, I don't. Oh. Oh, whoa, whoa. I know. I know what's going on. I'm a fucking genius. Yay, look at that. Okay, it's not adding my to-do.txt because I added it to my git ignore and it figured that out. Okay, I didn't think it would figure it out. Okay, so this is a bump to Gradle 8.10. And Forge, I don't know, 3860 or something. What Forge do we have? What Forge do we have? Two 2860. Not 3860. I don't know what thing that is, but we're just gonna send it. Wow, look at that. God damn it. There's something remote that doesn't exist locally. What? Okay, it merged. I don't know what it was. Was it different tags or something? I guess. Hey, look at that. We did it. Right on the master, dude. Because they don't give a shit. Maybe I should have opened maybe I should have made a branch. It works, it's fine. Alright, look. We have successfully dusted it off. So I will now begin to continue to like work on this throughout the coming modding streams, because I'd like to wrap up all these issues that have been open for, some of them have been open since 2020. Some of these issues are 5 years old. My god. But you know, that's whatever. So that's it. That's all I'm doing today. Because I've been here for nearly 4 hours, so it felt like I did jack shit, but that's because I spent most of the time staring at my Gradle build script and having it not work at all, which is lovely. Anyway, that'll be it for me. I'm gonna peace out. So thank you all for tuning in, and I'll be back for more Minecraft and stuff tomorrow, like actual Minecraft, not this modding stuff. So I will see you all then. Thank you for tuning in, and you all have a good rest of your day. All right. Bye.